Hi, I thought I'd just do a little comparative overview of 4 different kinds of cook stoves. We've got our camp cooker here, which I design and make, which has strengths and weaknesses. I'm not going to this is not a sales pitch, this is just a genuine, honest appraisal of the strengths and weaknesses of different kinds of cook stoves. That's a little, very lightweight little gas top which goes onto a disposable gas bottle, which I don't have, but you can just imagine those little disposable gas canisters. I've used this in the Himalayas trekking. It's a great little bit of kit, really hot blue flame. Downside, of course, is that the gas canisters are disposable and you need to have them with you, and if you don't have them, you don't have heat. It's that simple. This is a bigger version of that, basically. It also has a disposable gas canister. Those Gasmate things. These stoves are pretty cheap. I think they're like $20 at Bunnings, $25, and also a good clean blue gas flame. Nothing wrong with the flame. It's obviously much bigger as a traveling. So I would never take that walking. Would never take it camping. I might use it for car camping. This one I do take walking and backpacking. And this one is the Trangia, which is the classic old school Swedish thing. I had one of these when I first started backpacking in Australia when I was 18. I took one of these around Australia. Fabulous bit of kit, because it's also cook pots, I should say, combined with a very simple little metho burner. So that's put the fuel in there, which is methylated spirits, and then you have this one's got 2 pots and a frying pan and whole thing. I'll put it together, but that's a really nifty bit of kit. Very lightweight. It's aluminium, but you have to carry fuel. If you run out of metho or it leaks in your bag, which often happened with me, you end up with metho everywhere. But if you run out, you run out. There's no other way to use this set without metho. You can't use any other fuel, petrol or anything like that. It has to be methylated spirits. So fabulous lightweight kit with pots included. Definitely would take that walking, but get a good bottle for your metho. This is awesome for car camping or just having around the home, but you need to have the gas bottles and they are disposable, so there is a waste issue there. Same with this one. Definitely would take this backpacking. That's mainly what it's for. But disposable gas canisters. Okay, then we come to this guy. Now, in terms of weight, it probably sits in the middle. It's about 2 kilos with the full kit with the windshield, or this setup is about 1 kilo, which is what I take backpacking and walking. I generally use the full set with the windshield. I would use that as a car camping kit. Now, it packs down very small, so much smaller than either of these options, and even smaller than this really when you add the gas bottle. So it's probably the smallest, most compact bit of kit. And because the thing is with this, obviously we're using sticks, so we're using fuel sourced on site wherever we are, and we just need a way of lighting it, so I always pack a lighter. But that's pretty much it. So the strength of this is that you don't need to take the fuel with you. Anywhere you go, pretty much anywhere, you can find just a few sticks. You really literally only need a small handful of sticks. Like I would be able to boil water, let's say, with that handful of sticks, comfortably. All right, I've got a few small ones to get started. I'd probably use a few leaves and things just to get it going. But then these finger-sized sticks are optimal. You feed them in here, and that will be enough to get this boiling within 4 or 5 minutes. Got some friends there. So that's the overview. I just thought I'd share that. It is a little bit heavy in terms of if you're going to do a multi-day trek and you want the absolute lightest kit possible. then possibly this guy with a small gas bottle, but then, you know, how many gas bottles will you need for a multi-day trek, and will you, the space combined with the weight, it's, you know, I have to question whether the value of that versus this. There's nothing to go wrong with this either. Now these things, they can block up, they can jam, they can you know, clog these two gas things. I've had issues where the gas becomes unreliable. They have very fine little jets that can clog up. If they get wet, they don't like it. This is probably a bit more robust. This setup, now that's actually got a little bit of metho in it, so if you're just going for one day, one night, then you can carry a small amount of metho. I'm not sure how long that'll last. Probably not enough, well, it might be enough to cook you one meal, let's say, that you can carry in there. Then you will need to carry fuel, and I would definitely put it into a less vulnerable bottle than that for backpacking and walking. But you've got your pots included. Okay, so I carry this a little stainless steel pot, but I've actually bought the Trangia as a backup to give me a pot set that I would then carry personally. I would take this pot set with this cooker for my optimum reliable work anywhere cooking situation. So yeah, that's just a little quick wrap up about some of the stoves that I've used. I've used many over the years. I used to run treks in the Himalayas, and done a heap of camping and walking in Australia. So yeah, I've tried a lot of things. I do come back to this as my preferred option for just local walking, just because it is so easy to assemble, to disassemble, and to light when I get somewhere, just using sticks found on the ground. Downside, if it's been raining, which it has been here the last couple of days, we've had about 50 mil. Okay, the wood on the ground is a bit damp, so it will take a little bit of extra effort to get it lit, that's true. So I've got some wood out of the workshop, which is dry, for when I'm going to light it up. But yes, that is probably a downside. For wet weather, the gas is going to be a little bit easier to get going. Yeah, all right, well that's my little roundup for today.